Rivalries in college athletics takes center court. Wisconsin and Minnesota in the border battle. The Gophers are the Badgers' most played opponents with 212 games between the two. Wisconsin came in looking for the 5th straight win, while Minnesota searched for their first conference win of the season. And it was a packed Crowl Center, of course. This one just leans a little bit more. Minnesota came out of the gate strong. They started off on a 10-2 run. This three from Lucille Patterson beats the shot clock. The Badgers cut the double-digit lead down, and then John Tonje gave Wisconsin their first lead with that jumper, 18-17 UW. And in classic Big Ten fashion, a low-scoring first half, just 30-29 at the break. But it was Alumni Day, so at halftime, a bunch of old Badgers recognized a lot of familiar faces out at midcourt to sing varsity. But the Badgers erupted in the second half, a 13-4 run from Wisconsin. See Crowl stepping back and putting Bucky up by 10. Later, Tonje fouled on the stop and pop. Basket good, free throw good, 48-39 Badgers. He had 16. Big Steve was the leading scorer for the Badgers, working inside for the old-fashioned three-point play. He led the way with 18. The Badgers with an 80-59 blowout of the Gophers. Good for one of the largest wins ever over Minnesota. Wisconsin has now won 5 in a row and is over 500 in conference play with his 18 points. Like I said, Crowl led the way with the Badgers. It's just the first time this year he's led the team in scoring, but it's a trend Greg Gard would like to see, and Gard says Crowl wasn't here to mess around.
He was a grown man. I mean, that's what we've seen here, really since probably Butler. Right, and he understands how good he can be when he's aggressive, and when you have two, bigs like Steve and Nolan, and you can depend on them. That's makes us really hard to guard, because we can play a lot of different ways. So I say an aggressive Steve is a good Steve, and got to keep that going.
The 13-3 Badgers will host Ohio State on Tuesday before a trip out to Los Angeles.